All right, Ryder Detailing here. I like to start with the wheels. That way I'm not throwing around a bunch of brake dust. All right, coming in with the IK foam sprayer. I have PNS brake buster in here. This spray is okay. You will need to take it apart and clean it out about once a month, or it will get clogged up on you. It's very easy to take apart. But this allows the cleaning agent to actually stick to the wheel, and that way it can dwell down the brake dust. I'll have all the links to the products I use in this video in the description below. Now, before I even spray the car down with water or anything, I'm going to foam it up for just about 2 to 3 minutes. And the reason I do this is because I didn't want to spray any type of particles across the paint. This is probably one of those safer ways to just foam it up, let the foam do the work, and spray it off. And once I let the foam dwell, I rinse it off, and then I'm going to do the contact wash. Now, how I do it is I have several microfiber towels in the bucket. That way, one panel gets one microfiber towel, and then you discard it. That way, you're not trying to rinse dirt off your towels or mitts. This is probably the safest way to try to prevent any scratching. All right, I'm just coming with the blower, hitting all the glass, and then some of the seams and the cracks, just a way to try to get rid of most of the water. All right, coming in with a towel to get all the rest. These towels are the Rag Companies, and they're the like really plush ones. But these are probably my favorite towels by a long shot. But this is just make sure there's no water spots. The next step I like to take is all the door jambs. They'll be wet from the rinsing on the outside of the car, but it's an overlooked spot. They collect a lot of dust and dirt, and I just some people do like your power washing, which is completely fine. I didn't want to get any water inside, so I'm just using quick detail and a rag. I'm going to take a quick second to talk about spray bottles. I'm using the Zep spray bottles. You can get a pack of 9 of them for like $25 or so on Amazon. Just go with a cheap spray bottle, because over time the products and the spray heads are going to gunk up any spray head there is, no matter what the price is. So I like to just have one that I can have somewhat in bulk, that I can just replace the sprayer and move on with my day. All right, moving on to the carpets and floor mats. We live near a beach town, so there's sand in almost every single car that you're going to run across detailing. It's basically a triangle with like rubber all around it and with grooves, and it can pull out dog hair, any type of pet hair, dust, and some sand. Plus a really good shop vac. I'm using the 14-gallon Dewalt. It's a 6 horsepower. It's really, really strong. It's kind of overkill. It's kind of bulky for like a mobile detailing, but it's too good. I can't not take it with me. I use these wheel brushes on pretty much everything around the interior. Just getting in the grooves where your bulky shop vac can't. Just moving the dirt around and sucking it right up. It just really helps get into any tight cracks. First thing I like to do in interiors is just trying to get all the loose dirt and dust before I lay any product down. All right, so to remove any stains, I'm using a PNS carpet bomber. It's 1-to-1 in this spray bottle. Just spread it a little heavy on the stain spot there is. I think it was like chocolate or something. Then I'm going to kind of lightly spray it across this back seat. I'm going to come in with the drill, agitate that spot, and then agitate the entire back seat. When it comes to carpets and cloth seats, having an extractor is probably the best tool. Use this tool a ton, just helps with getting all that dirt up and removing stains. It makes it really easy. All right, I sprayed PNS interior, diluted 1-to-1. I'm just coming in with my brush, agitate every surface, and simply wipe away. All right, so if you have a leather steering wheel and it's super shiny, that means you got there's a ton of oil on it. So I'm coming in here with the cleaner, I'm gonna spray it, and then I'm gonna lather it on and then wipe away. Super simple. All right, so I'm going to ceramic coat this car, but first step, we need to clay bar the paint. I'm just using a quick detailer in the spray bottle and a clay bar, just hitting all the paint surfaces. And this is why this step's so critical. There's still dirt coming out that's embedded in the paint before you do the polish. All right, since this paint is in really good condition, I'm just using a polish with a soft pad. Also, after you make one pass, get a light and just do a comparison where you haven't touched and you have touched. That way you know if you need to put more compound or if one pass does the job and you're satisfied. All right, so I finished the polish on all the paint, and it's absolutely popping. So just going through all the interiors done, and I can move on to my final step. All right, so now once we polished it, now we need to protect it. I'm just using Gyeon's can coat. It's good for 1 year. It's probably the easiest ceramic coating I've ever put on. Simply give your towel 4 to 5 sprays, wipe on, and wipe off. After the ceramic coating, this car has a deep gloss to it. Absolutely satisfied with it. Customer satisfied with it, which is the most important thing. This is Ryder Detailing, and on to the next.